Hello everyone, this is Dewey Dreamer. So yes, myself and my 4-year-old son, Desi Dreamer, had the opportunity to watch Star Wars The Force Awakens, and I have to say, this was an amazing movie. I really highly recommend anybody, even people who are not fans of Star Wars, to watch this, and hopefully this will get new fans to watch the old films. That's how good it is. Oh my goodness. I laughed, I cried, I pretty much felt every single emotion in this film, and I was so fortunate that I had the chance to dodge spoilers long enough, even though it was about maybe 2 or 3 days after it was officially released. I dodged spoilers because something like this big, people would actually blab it out, but I'm glad that people respected people who did not watch the film, and but at the same time I had to dodge just in case. So but my son even loved it too. But I want to talk about the film itself in detail. So that means there's going to be spoilers in this. So if you haven't watched it, please turn off this video and watch it for yourself. And if those who actually did watch it, if you want to hear what I have to say, go right ahead and hear me. All right. So the new characters like Finn, Poe, Rey, Kylo Ren, I was really hooked into these characters. They all have very good appeal and presence. I like the Finn character. I really like him a lot. I like the fact that he was one of the only stormtroopers that pretty much had a mind of his own, because from what I'm hearing, they now program their stormtroopers rather than cloning them now. So it just shows that maybe the programming process there's a flaw, but he was one of the strong-willed ones that decided to make a choice and believe that, this is not right. And we saw that in the very beginnings of this film. And we got to see Poe and the BP unit. The moment I saw him captured and the way he was very witty, I had a feeling he might be the new. No, I wouldn't say like replacing Han Solo. We should get to that one a little bit later. But he kind of reminded me a little bit of Han Solo, a little bit. But I had a feeling that he might be the new Han Solo type character in this film. Not saying that he's going to be a smuggler or anything like that, but just that his wit, his charm, kind of reminds me of him. Like I said, I'm not gonna say he's the new Han Solo because I really think of him as the first Poe. Because I like this, I really love this character. It's very unique, in my opinion. But like I said, that he had that feel of a Han Solo spirit within him. You know what I mean? Being very witty and try to talk his way out of it, and a never say die attitude. As for the main villain, Kylo Ren, oh my goodness, I really enjoyed this character, and I like the fact that he's going through that struggle, that conflict. He's in the dark side, but he still feels the good within him, just like with Darth Vader, his grandfather, which I was surprised to find out that was his grandfather, and even more surprised that he is the son of Han Solo and Leia. Wow, but it makes perfect sense why he's strong with the Force, because the Force is strong in the Skywalker family, and we all know that Princess Leia, actually no, General Leia, is the daughter of Anakin Skywalker and the brother of Luke Skywalker, and so therefore it is strong in her family, but she never really had a chance to hone those skills. I wish we got the chance to see Leia as a Jedi Knight or something like that. I think that would have been a real treat if we saw that, but I think to keep her in the role of being that leader type role, I think it still does it justice. I think people are more used to seeing her in that way, but I think it would have been epic if she wielded a lightsaber and used the Force, but she still has enough Force that she learned to actually sense people around her, like, sensing Han Solo, someone she loves so much. Before I get to Han Solo, I also want to talk about Rey. I am digging this character, mainly because she's a female, and we get to see a main female be the heroine in this one. We're more used to seeing male figures in the Star Wars movies, like Luke Skywalker being the main protagonist. Now we get to see her as the main protagonist because we know that she has the Force. And I have a feeling she might be the daughter of Luke Skywalker. I could be wrong, we may be wrong, but that's a speculation. And with her, she's very strong-willed and very determined. And I love the fact how she first used the Force, where she tried to um, pretty much tell the stormtrooper, let me go. And she did it many times, and then it finally happened. And the battle between Kylo Ren and Rey, oh my goodness, I so enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. It was like the first time we actually get to see an intergender lightsaber duel on the main Star Wars movies. I mean, I bet we've seen it multiple times in the expanded universes like Clone Wars and whatnot. But this is actually really epic to me because now we get to have a female heroine, and we got to see more women in this movie. We got to see more women in this movie, and that is actually good because we were more used to seeing more men in the other movies, but now we're seeing more women, even female stormtroopers, which was actually an interesting touch, in my opinion, but it was good nonetheless. And as for Finn, the whole thing where people thought that Finn was going to be the next Jedi, that trailer and the promotional posters was so misleading. And I think it was actually a good way to get people to want to watch it even more, to see, is this guy really going to be the next Jedi? But it turns out it was actually going to be Rey that's going to be the next Jedi. So I thought promotional wise, it was great. I'm gonna get to the promotional stuff later on, but I want to talk about the elephant in the room, the death of Han Solo. I could not believe that Disney went with this direction, and I thought this was a great way to kickstart the new trilogy for Star Wars. And from what I was told from a friend of mine named Full Metal Ninja 25, he pretty much said that Harrison Ford wanted to kill off the character long ago, to give it a noble death. But the way he was killed by his son, Kylo Ren, or Ben actually, which is his real name, I thought it was a good touch. It did show that he wasn't thinking about himself, which we're more used to seeing Han Solo thinking about himself a lot, like being a little bit selfish. Even though, yes, we've seen him pull through during the first Death Star battle and other times where he sacrificed himself, but this one spoke more volumes because this had to do with someone that he really cared about, which was his son. And he wanted to do this for Leia and for himself and for the safety of his son. And I thought it was a noble death, and I had a feeling he was gonna die just seeing that scene when they were having that talk, as I think he's gonna die, and I hope it didn't happen, but it did. And I cried like a baby because it's Han Solo, guys. I mean, I grew up watching this character since the very first Star Wars, and it really touched me. It was right up there of the death of Optimus Prime in Transformers the movie. It's right up there. It was a big blow to me because he was such a good character. But I think that it was a good send off to pave way to the new characters of the Star Wars universe. So I'm really gonna miss the Han Solo character. We always have the old the original trilogy, you know what I mean? So but anyway, now for the big thing. The big thing of the movie was Luke Skywalker. We saw Luke Skywalker towards the end. I know some people felt like a little cheated that they wanted to see Luke Skywalker, but you want to know something? I actually agreed with this. I especially agree with the ending where they didn't say a word. Just seeing Rey and Luke just stare at each other spoke volumes. It gave us a chance, it gave us like something to look forward to for the next episode of Star Wars. And I like the fact that they kept Luke out of promotional posters and the trailer and save him for the end. And the reason why is because I think if Luke was in that movie, I think it would have been very distracting because people were like saying, "Where's Luke? Where's Luke?" I think by him not being there, it gave the other characters a chance to shine, to be introduced. So I thought that was a good job in Disney or whoever made that decision to keep Luke out of it. I mean, promotional wise, it made people want to watch this movie because they want to know what happened to Luke Skywalker. Why was he not on the poster? Why is he not on the trailer? Which actually he was technically in the trailer, but didn't show his face. But the thing was, like I said, by not having him on the movie as much as they did with him, like they kept him for the last, it gave the other characters a chance to shine and a chance to be introduced to the new audience and whatnot. So I thought that was a good strategy by Disney, by Lucasfilms, and by JJ, whoever was the writer as well. That was a really good strategy to get people to get into it because I think it would have been very distracting for the new characters if Luke Skywalker was in that whole film. So I really agreed with this very much. But like I said, overall, this movie was wonderful. It was beautiful. I pretty much clapped along with everyone else when it was done, and I can't wait for the next episode. And definitely gonna be watching it with my son. My son loved it. He's 4 years old. He loved it. He loves Star Wars. He was, like I said, he was rooting for the good guys. He was wondering where Luke Skywalker was. So, but anyway, what did your guys' thoughts on this film? To those who've actually watched it, did you enjoy the new Star Wars films? Did you felt that J.J. Abrams did good, and do you think Disney did it justice and they made sure it didn't stray away from that original feel? Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments down below. Tell me what you guys think, and we're going to discuss and debate about it. Alright guys, take care, and may the Force be with you.